because I really think that after picks, Kantos in general got lucky because it's not like we can only compare this strategy to this strategy, and it's not like A versus B blind counter. We have to compare any strategy to every single possible strategy that is viable on any given template. So I think Kantos. I think the game can be balanced. It is tricky because there will be some 11 versus 8 income. If Scandinavia holds, I think Kantos has a decent chance.
You should just check what Kantos is gonna made, because I think it's funny.
Okay, so I'll... Okay, so... Oh!
Yeah, because basically you get Caucasus only if you get super lucky, maximum leftovers. Only in this way.
Okay, but not only maximum leftovers, and also on the following turn, all of your 3 versus 2 attacks have to be successful. So basically, the strategy he goes for, wow, it's bet on multiple levels. First of all, we can actually very easily count precisely what's the probability of taking Caucasus in this way. So basically, first of all, he needs both maximum leftovers, so that's 36% chance on this. And on the second turn, he needs 3 versus 2 attacks to work. So that's basically more or less 50%. It's like 48%, if I recall correctly. But it's basically 50%. It's a good rule of thumb. If you want 3 versus 2 attacks to work, it's more or less 50% plus minus 2%. So basically, it's 18%. 18%. Yeah. And the other thing is, yeah, I agree. And the other thing is that he doesn't know if anyone is in Central Russia. Yeah. And because he picked Caucasus blind, and I thought he intends it as a counter. So I assumed that the first turn the correct moves are to try to get Scandinavia, because you really want to have a place in Svalbard, because you don't know anything about Greenland. And wait, does he know about Greenland? I have to check. No, he doesn't know anything. So it's bad on multiple levels. First, it's unlikely he will get Caucasus. Second, he doesn't know if anyone is in Central Russia. And third, and I'll switch the perspective, so for everyone to see, because he knows that his opponent is in Antarctica and Central America from picks, because he got Africa. And right now he probably should suspect that either his opponent is in Central Russia or Greenland. I really don't see, maybe if he's very crazy, maybe Europe, but that's very unlikely. Greenland is a prime candidate. So expanding in Caucasus is, he neglects the possibility of opponent being in Central Russia. He risks opponent getting into Svalbard first, and yeah, that's basically all I have to say about this. Ineffable. Ineffable. Okay, so one small detail about Ineffable's moves. First, I kind of dislike the moves a little bit, because if he decides to deploy 1 to Nord and 4 into Baja and attack Danmarkhavn, I think he should wait 1 turn when it comes to attacking South Pole, because you are not forced on the first turn to take South Pole, and you risk missing some leftovers. And on the following turn, if you get lucky with leftovers in Mexico, you can just add 1 more to Antarctica. So basically, either if you want to attack South Pole, I think just wait in Greenland for 1 turn. But probably what I would do is not attack South Pole on the first turn and attack it on the second turn.
Me too.
That's a very small micromanagement trick that I think comes in handy multiple times. And I'm looking at the second turn, and okay, so that's interesting. So Ineffable actually tries to go into Scandinavia, and I am a bit torn because I really don't like those kind of moves because I really don't like low economic counters because they are extremely risky. What I mean by that is I really don't like sacrificing my own expansion for on the options that my opponent will attack in the manner that will help me somehow. So I really would like on this turn I think Ineffable should just wait because
Yeah.
because the main point is if Ineffable if Kantos gets Scandinavia and Ineffable is in Denmark Haven, Ineffable will get an income advantage short term because Ineffable will get 11 versus 8 income if Kantos finishes Scandinavia. So I don't think countering Scandinavia was necessary because first of all, after that he will have either the option to finish Greenland or he will have the option to push Scandinavia very hard with his income advantage. So I would just expand. I would just expand in Central America. Nifona, you are a very aggressive player. You like counters. Do you agree with turn to attack on Scandinavia?
It doesn't make any sense in this way because you are vasting too many armies in neutral for do this, and it's not cost efficient. And so you are not sure that he's going for Scandinavia as first bonus because you basically have no intel apart Scandinavia. He could also try to make Russia before. You don't have any idea, and risk 3 versus 2 in Central America is very bad as well. I think there is really no point to do this, and I would also like to mention that he got maximum leftover in Caucasus as well. So I think it's very lucky Kantos, and I think he won this game in luck if he will win. But I think at this point, unless he literally throw the game, I think he is very ahead on income, position, and everything.
After turn 2?
Yeah.
I think the game is still tricky because Ineffable. I think at this point Ineffable has the option of trying to blockade Scandinavia with some tricky moves. For example, I'm at the beginning of turn 3, and yeah, as I said before, Kantos got super lucky with Caucasus. I mean that. Actually, because wow, he got even maximum leftovers from his last 3 attacks. So that's like 9% chance of this happening. Actually, he got really lucky because he also got maximum leftovers in Sudan and Norway. So that's like 9% times 6%. Sorry, times 0.6 times 0.6. So it's like more or less 3% what happened here.
Yeah.
I think he had like a cheat code or something, but Ineffable I think still has a chance. I would probably, I think from his perspective, because Ineffable doesn't see any of this, right? And so, and he, okay, so for some reason,
if it would be Ineffable at this point, I would just assume that my opponent has 9 income and Russia.
Yeah, definitely. And I would probably try to take one either Scott or Novo with 3 versus 2, and then try to make some weird delay moves, and then last 2 moves transfer 2 from Denmark Haven to Svalbard and try to transfer back from Scandinavia to make a more or less small blockade. So we have to also say that Ineffable got lucky in Central America, right? Because he got his 3 versus 2 attacks.
I think Kantos get more luck.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So I think he should not blame the luck.
Yeah. I think that's kind of more even. It comes more to say that when we are not casting the games of top players, you will see luck being much more of a factor more often because I think the best players don't really go for those very greedy plays like Kantos did, or very risky plays like Ineffable did countering Svalbard. Yeah, let's look at turn 3 because I really want to see what happens turn 3. Okay, so Cantos is expanding in East Africa. He deploys only 5 here and 2. Okay, so that's an interesting transfer of 2. I'm not really sure why 2 and not.
Maybe you won't try to trick the opponent to think he still has 5 income, maybe.
Okay, I don't really
Otherwise,
mind it that
doesn't
much.
make any sense because it doesn't counterattack. So I think it's the only option. I mean, there is no way to make this if not for this reason.
I think I don't know. Maybe he didn't want to risk an 11 versus 8 being successful or something like this. Oh wait, but he doesn't counter last move, so I really don't get it. So he just expands. Okay, so some normal moves and a very big blockade. Yeah.
Yeah, too big. Yeah.
Well, you know that's a very funny thing because I think that with no fog, I think that would be the best move because he would see all the delay moves that Kantos has in Caucasus. Normally I think under normal circumstances I would try to make those tricky moves like transferring from Darnarkhavn into Svalbard and trying to make a smaller blockade. Ideally, I would like to blockade with 4 armies, I guess, because 4 will make, I think, a blockade of 15 or 14. Sorry, 14. Yeah, 14. 4 versus 2 on Scott. Yeah, I guess those moves are decent. And after the blockade, I really want to see turn 4 because right now Kantos is in a winning position in my opinion if he goes through Europe to Greenland. So I'm on turn 4 right now, and he doesn't. So right now I think he should know he got super lucky. So I would just go Germany to United UK and pressure him very early. But okay, that's what's okay. So maybe what he's doing is not that bad because he's going for West Russia. Okay, maybe I was a bit harsh. That's also viable. He's just going. Okay, now maybe now that I said it, I kind of like maybe even okay. Maybe I want to retract what I said. I kind of like this.
Okay.
No, seriously, because now that I think about it, it feels very safe because now he knows all the picks and he knows that Russia is very safe. And I just blanked on the fact that he can go from Norway to Murmansk. So I kind of automatically assume that those armies from Scandinavia move to Sweden and Germany. So now I actually agree with the moves here. So,
okay, can I say that he finally got unlucky in leftovers for the first time in Kenya? Because it's turn 4 and till now he got maximum leftovers. I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it's really wow.
No, sorry, not analyze attack. I kind of want to check the statistics and the cumulative luck graph. And wow, and that's
points.
Wow. Turn 4 plus 5. And I cannot really understate it. It's really huge, especially in the early game, because yeah, really, that's well, right now it's kind of one on income. He goes into Germany. Probably at this point, I would just storm Antarctica. That seems like the fastest way, but it's also completely fine. Maybe he's waiting for leftovers. Okay, so he's turn 5. He didn't move from Somalia into Kenya, so that's a slight mistake. Okay, so I guess he will just so okay. So one thing on turn 6, one small detail that I use a lot in my play.
Turn?
turn 6,
turn?
turn 6.